What's up? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And in this video, we're going to talk about the garnishment laws for all 50 states. I'm not going to go through each state, but what I want to make you aware of, and the reason why this video is very important, is because we had a client come to us that is being sued by a debt collector. And when we looked up everything and we did his client intake, he stated that he was on Social Security income. And I want you to know that for everyone, it doesn't matter what income you are, if you're retired, they can't take that money from you. And a lot of people just don't know that. And we wanted to make sure that number one, that I alert and make a fresh new video letting you know about the kinds of incomes that are exempt from garnishment. And then I wanted to put together on my blog, I have the garnishment laws for all 50 states. I've already done all the work for you, so you can thank me right now for doing this for you. So, first, before we start, I want to tell you about the garnishment exemptions that are just across the board federal garnishment exemptions, which is Social Security benefits, supplemental security income benefits. That's like, say, for instance, your spouse passed away and you're receiving supplemental security income benefits because you have children and they're receiving that. That income cannot be garnished, even though it's income to you. It cannot be garnished. Also, child support income cannot be garnished. And then public assistance benefits cannot be garnished. You would not believe how many people we've seen that are on public assistance and they ended up paying a garnishment. And it was simply because they didn't show up to court, they got a default judgment, and they went into their bank account and they started garnishing their wages. Unemployment benefits cannot be garnished. We've seen this during COVID. A lot of people didn't even know that income could not be garnished. And the debt collection companies, they knew that people didn't know the rights and they were actually taking people's unemployment benefits. And that's because they didn't fill out the forms that are not required. It's just your right to fill them out to see how much money you can be garnished and if you can even be garnished. A lot of people just don't uh, go through that process. Veteran benefits. I'm a veteran, but veteran benefits you cannot be garnished of your veteran benefits. And I just mentioned child support. And then there's federal employee and civil service retirement benefits cannot be garnished. Now, every state also has their own rules that are also added on to the federal exemptions. And one of the things that we watch out for here in the state of Wisconsin is what we call the poverty guidelines. And when we talk to people about this, they don't even, for some reason, they don't even understand and know their rights on it. And you don't even really readily see it on websites. But I'm going to bring up that page so you can take a look at it. So this is a form that we have here in Wisconsin. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. And it actually it goes further than this. But so right here, so July 1st, and what you should do is you should look for something similar. It may not be called poverty guidelines and for earnings. It may be called something different in your state. Some states don't even care how little money you make. Louisiana is one of them. But you should still look at what exemptions you may have because there is the federal exemption, and then there's still a percentage of your income, even if you don't have something like this in your state, there's still a percentage of your income that they're allowed to take if you don't fall under the other exemptions. And then something else to keep in mind before I move forward on this is that you can always contact the debt collector and let them know your financial hardship. And there are rules that they have to follow uh, for them, even as a debt collector, to be able to continue coming after you. Because if it's going to put you into a bankruptcy situation, it's going to wipe out the debt completely, and you may be able to do a settlement or even a settlement with payments at a lower amount. So there's always options. Don't get emotional and full of anxiety. I know how easy that can happen, but you got to just think about solutions. You'll better work your way out of it. So with the poverty guidelines for earnings, this is the way that they do it here in the state of Wisconsin. Size of one. So this is the individual. If the individual does not make more than this per week, they cannot be garnished. And then this is the family sizes here. So if you have your spouse and you if you don't make this amount per week, you cannot be garnished regardless. And where we start to see this is, where there was a guy come to mind. He's a truck driver, and he had a family of five, and he was earning a little bit, like I think $1 over this amount, and he was not able to be garnished because even though he earned this amount, it's just that when you combined his income, he was not able to be garnished because of this amount that he was earning every 2 weeks it was $1,250. And so the amount of money that they would be able to garnish was 25% of that, or 20% of that $1 that was over, and the debt collector ended up waiting. Now, it does not make the debt go away. It does not. They can still get a judgment against you, and maybe you get lucky and win the lottery, or you end up, which is what I want you to do, is to end up making more money, and then you'll be able to deal with that at a later date, doing a settlement or something. But so I want to make you aware of the exemptions that you have, so you can't be garnished, which is Social Security benefits, supplemental security income benefits, which is if you had a spouse or you are the child of a parent who is, where you're getting some type of supplemental income uh, from Social Security that cannot be garnished. Public assistance benefits, unemployment benefits, veteran benefits, again, child support, and then federal employee and civil service retirement benefits. And then to extend on that is each state has its own guidelines on the amount of money that you can make, even if you're not under those exemptions. If you earn under a certain amount of money, you cannot be garnished regardless. So I wanted to make you aware of this. And then also, again, is that if you have a hardship, financial hardship, and you do make more than this, you can contact the debt collector or the original creditor, whoever is suing you. And after you do your response, remember, after you do your responses and you run through that whole entire process, because they may not be able to prove, if it's a third party debt collector, they may not be able to prove that you have to pay it. They may just dismiss the case. But if it's a original creditor, then you can, let them know your hardship, and they may move to push it to a 1099-C, cancellation of debt, because they know that they're not going to be able to get any money. Or even a debt collector may choose to do that because they know they're not going to be able to get any money. And debt collection companies have to listen to your hardship. I know that they may try to pretend like they don't have to listen to it, but they do have to listen to your hardship. And if you are financially unable to pay that debt, they can choose to dismiss the case or to put it aside for a later date. All right, so if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch video What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com. If you have debt collectors coming after you, you can stop them early by using my 3-pack of letters. Please make a donation on that. Those letters can literally save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And all the links are below this video here. If you have debt collectors suing you in court, we have a link below that where we can help you either with settlements or we can help you with your response on those cases. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder of creditrepairshop.com.